I'm going to make a claim regarding division of fractions. So that is one fraction divided by some other fraction. And the claim I'm going to make is that if you know how to multiply fractions, you already know how to divide fractions, but with one extra step thrown in. So what we need to do is we need to go through the algorithm of how we divide fractions. So algorithms are really a step, a recipe, the procedure that you go through to do something. It comes from maths, but you're more likely to see it in computer science these days. It's a set of instructions that you give a calculator or a computer to perform some task. So the steps in the algorithm are as follows. We're going to take the fractions and we're going to flip the second number. Okay. We're going to find the reciprocal of the second number if you really wanted to have the correct word, or we want to find the inverse of the second number. And remember, in division, the order does matter. So let's say we have A over B again, where A and B are just any number, and we divide it by C and D again, like we've been doing up till now. The second number would be that one there. Okay, we're going to take that second number, so I'm going to rewrite the first number. I'm going to take the second number and I'm going to flip it so that the numerator becomes the denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator. So instead of CD, it's going to become DC. Okay? The second step is going to be changing the division sign into a multiplication sign. i.e., the divided by sign becomes multiplied. So up here, our new equation would be that. So I'm going to make the statement that this is the equivalent of this. They're just rewritten. The third step is just multiply like we know how. Multiply as normal. Okay. Let's do some examples so you can see what I'm talking about. Really simple examples. Say we have 1/7 divided by 1/2. Okay, so I'm going to bring that 1/7 through, and the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to change the second number here and I'm going to flip it. So 1/2 becomes 2/1. Second step is taking this divided by and changing it to multiply. And now we're away laughing. So we know 1 times 2 is 2, 7 times 1 is 7. So therefore 1/7 divided by 1/2 half equals 2/1. over 7. And just to prove it, 1 over 7 divided by 1 over 2 is 2 over 7. If we wanted to know what the decimal fraction was for that, it's that number there, but easy to just put 2 over 7. Okay, so far so good. Let's do a slightly tougher example, but not really too much harder. 4 over 5 divided by 3 over 4. Okay, so the 4 over 5 comes across, the 3 over 4 gets flipped, it's now 4 over 3, the divided by sign becomes multiplied, and we just multiply them through, top times top, bottom times bottom. 4 times 4 is 16, 5 times 3 is 15, and we have an improper fraction, but we can just leave it like that. That's fine. Okay, so again, let's just test it out. All clear. 4 over 5 divided by 3 over 4. We get 16 over 15, 1.0 and change. 16 over 15 is fine. Okay, what about this then? Let's say 3.2 over 6 divided by 4.1 over 9. Well, it's exactly the same thing. 3.2 over 6, and the second number here gets flipped, so now that's 9 over 4.1. The divided by sign becomes times, and if we multiply those out, I don't really know what that is off the top of my head. 3.2 times 9, 28.8 over, and again I don't really know what 6 times 4.1 is. $24.6. We can leave it like that. Can we? Well, yeah, we can, but there is a slightly better answer than that. And I'm going to show you using the calculator. And just a little tip, when we have these fractions and side fractions, on the Casio calculators, it always helps to put them in brackets. Over 6 divided by, in brackets, 4.1 over 9, close brackets. And now when I hit EXE, I get this 1.17 and bits, okay, which is what we got before, but it actually has a bit of a nicer answer than that. And the nicer answer is 48 over 41. Now, obviously we don't really have a lot of time often to find it. This, if you notice, this here is the same as 288 over 246. I just got rid of the decimal point, which we can do in this case, and if we were so inclined, we could simplify that, but that's just a lot of work, and either of these two answers are fine. In fact, either one will be useful for algebra. So what about this one then? What if it was given to us in the form 1/2 over 1/3? Now, I don't know about you, but I hate these things, and I hate these rules about which one of them will jump into one of these and one of them will jump down, and it does my head. I always get confused. But if you notice that this divided by sign, that this fraction sign is divided by, so we can rewrite that 1/2 over 1/3 as being the same as 1/2 divided by 1/3, and we can rewrite it again 1/2 times 3 over 1, and when we do that, 1 times 3, top times top is 3, 2 times 1, bottom times bottom is 2, and we're done. And that's is a lot easier than remembering rules, going back and forth for that. So if you get them in this form here, rewrite them in that form there. It's just a lot easier.